Welcome to ANR 360. I'm Carl Joseph, and here we take a wide-ranged and varied view of people, places, and things in Antigua and Barbuda. Today, I went on a ride-along with the Extension Officer in the Agricultural Ministry, Owolabi Elabanja, and we visited 2 farms in the Carlisle estate and had a very lively discussion with 3 farmers on their respective farms. We spoke about the lack of corporations that exist amongst the farming fraternity and their view on the role of CMC. The conversation got quite heated when they were asked the question as to who's to blame for the lack of guaranteed markets for farmers. Let's get straight into the conversation.
We do advisory services. That is the main function of the extension division itself. And an extension officer, it depends on how you want to categorize them. We have in Antigua and Barbuda, let me just say two subsections or 2 sections that we categorize. We have what we call the technical aspects of extension, and we have the regulatory aspect of the extension services. The technical aspect is that we have divided the country into 5 districts. We have 5 districts. We have the northeast, the southeast, the south central, the northwest, and the southwest. So those are the 5 different districts, and each district is manned by the technical extension officer. And all what they do is to give technical advisory services when it comes to production, seed variety, training. Sometimes in a district you might get at least maybe 120, 100 farmers. You won't get more than that. 120 farmers.
How do you manage 120 farmers?
Because majority of them, even though we're talking of 120, sometimes in a district or less, but the acreage is what matters. Some of them, they are all small. Majority are small scale farmers. They cultivate less than 5 acres of land, which is very, very small piece of land. So, and it makes it easy because they are in a compact environment. They are all close to each other. So it allows the extension officer to be able to travel on one particular line to visit, to give them different information, as to what is going on. So it's not easy. We are right there. You can see the farmer too on his tractor. This is one of the farms in Carlisle. Irrigation system. This is what we call the main line. This is the main line that is attached to the main source of water, like what you see here. It's attached to that, and then you have what we call the drip line. These are the drip line, or better still, these are the drip line. This is connected to a valve that is connected to the main line. So when the water is turned on there, it brings in water through the main line, then to the valve, then to the drip line. And then the drip line has what we call emitters. You will see some of the emitters like this. This is the emitters here. You might not see it well, but this is one here. This is another one here. So this is emitters is where the water drops, from the drip line to the crop. He has his own water source because the APUA water is very, very expensive. A lot of farmers are running away from that, and that is one of the complaints. It's still subsidized, but the subsidy on it is still not very, very okay with farmers. Farmers are still paying $25 per 1,000 gallon, which is, I'm telling you, very, very expensive. And if you use that to a particular crop and the crop fail, you still have to pay. Really, regardless of whether your crop fail or your crop is good, APUA is not thinking of that with you. Once you fail, you fail. That is your own because you have used the water. You have to pay. This is his water catchment here. This is the that he uses. It's working. You see that pump there working? This is pump. And this is the water catchment. So all this, he has to remove all this grass or wood. This is the water here. Okay. Yeah.
primary crop. I produce whatever people want to eat.
Okay, so you don't have designated areas for designated types of crop?
No, I rotate all the time.
Okay.
So
you rotate according to season?
No, location. You don't want to be planting the same crop family at the same site all the time to avoid diseases and that kind of thing.
Okay, so how do you go about choosing what to plant with?
Over the years, you get to appreciate what people are seeking for. The volumes will fluctuate at certain times of the year. Those periods when the tourism season is slow, you're going to be utilizing less food, so therefore your production becomes less. But during the tourism season, you would generally produce more food.
The entire place is your farm. How big is it?
This is claimed to be about 8 acres. I've never really measured it, but this is what the extension claims it is.
8 acres.
8 acres.
Okay. Is it a family business? After, let's say, when you retire, how will you pass it on to someone else, or will you set? What is your plan after you retire from farming?
That's probably the most troubling thing in farming. I believe people should pursue careers that they're happy with. And so if my offspring don't have a desire for this, I don't know. But there must be people who want to take it on.
Really need to get ourselves together and promise to do a better job, right? Because most of the supermarkets might say, listen, to the suppliers, I want 50 pounds of watermelon per week for the next month. You understand? So the supplier now will have to find it and have it to send. And then after 2 weeks, there's a glut on your market, and you go and tell the importer, listen, I can't give you a license for it. That creates another problem. Yeah. But if the information is there in the ministry that by August we have 100 pounds of watermelon in the field,
yeah,
and we should put our average yield at minimum.
That's what we always
right?
say then, minimum.
At minimum. And then we can say, well, listen, I noticed that you're consistently looking from it for eggplants, but by the 1st of July we'll be self-sufficient. So I won't be giving you a permit, because you can't tell them.
I would like you to support.
You can't tell them tomorrow, and they already
exactly. That came out. Look, that came out in the discussion. One of the big supermarkets said so.
There's a challenge for them.
He said by the time they come to us,
yes,
our shipment is already on there. You telling me I'm now harvesting tomato, I'm harvesting melon, and when my melon is already on the boat, you don't tell me that. You tell me a month ahead to say by next week I will start to pick melon. Then I have you, because every 2 weeks is when they order. So I will have you to say, no, we're not going to bring in. Then I can even come and check to make sure that what you are saying to me is there for the next 2 weeks of supply. You understand? Because nobody, something happened. Let me hold on. Something happened locally. I spoke to Bargain Center in the early year. Carrot was good and some other product was good, and they said they are not going to import. And they did buy a lot locally, especially from ADC. You know what? One of the days they call ADC, we want 8 bags of carrots. They have carrots. They don't have bag to pick, and they never call Bargain Center to say, do you have bag or container or whatever we can pick it in or whatever. Sunday morning, 5 o'clock, Mr. Joseph calling me. Say, Labi, look, this is the situation, and I don't have no carrot on my shelf. I have to do business, and the morning is coming. People is coming to my supermarket. So tell me what you want me to do. The same phone, me pick up the second phone, because I don't want to cut him off. I call the lady there at ADC. We say, what is the problem? Oh, Mr. Labanjo, it's not that we don't have bag. Did you call Bargain Center? No. Did you call somebody else to see? No. And you have carrot on the ground. You think Bargain Center will listen to that again? They will go, they will prefer to, because once they order, the other won't fail them. Because it's business, the people doing it, they have to sell.
I provide.
But Labby, you remember the meeting we have with IP?
The same thing with tomato.
With IP.
But then I said, even if you call me, I can get people from Grace Farm to come help you harvest. And I will pay them. What more do you want? Okay. You understand me? What more? You say, I will pay people from Grace Farm and give them that employment for that day. And me pay them, still pay you your money.
Almost every time you come here, I have butternut in my field. And you probably would notice that.
Yeah.
Last time I come, I had a crop there. I still have butternut at home that I'm selling. Excuse me. And I have a particular establishment that I provide with butternut. And if I'm going to run out of butternut, I will let them know, listen, in the next 2 weeks I'm not going to have any more.
Yes.
That is giving you more than enough time to
plan.
To get it from somebody else. And when I'm ready to harvest, I will say, look, in about 2-3 weeks,
I'll start to harvest.
I will have butternut again. Things like this we need to do if we want to
among ourselves, keep the market.
Okay. I can take it from Ken and continue to keep the market.
Yeah.
You understand? But we just
Horizon Food said the same thing.
Labby, you remember the time when
Andy was there.
They set out a
I sell my butternut, and when my butternut free, I sell his butternut. IP.
Yeah, but this is, you see, like what we are saying, even what Ali agree, and I agree, in that farmers too, we have ourselves to blame.
Yeah,
you don't inform your market in the last minute.
No, you don't.
Especially in Antigua where tourism and this kind of thing prevails. This is not an open market like big countries. That if he doesn't buy me, have big market somewhere, we can drive 1,000 kilometers to go and sell. Because market is more there, you understand me? This is Antigua, everybody is down the road there, St. John.
It's on the list that these things aren't supposed to come into Antigua, and the supermarkets are still selling them, or still importing them, I should say. Then shouldn't they be taken off the shelves?
We are a member of the WTO. There's a ruling against
Yes,
what we are doing.
If you don't have a license to bring it in,
right?
Then it's illegal.
The license regime cannot work under WTO. Only to go and be that. Let us what we are doing, because we are small island state, we are not a large country. So who protects the farmer? This is what we have decided. This is what we are doing with the regime that we are still using. Is to have some maximum or minimum measure. There is no maximum, minimum measure of control for a better livelihood for our farmers. Us too, we have ourselves to blame. You don't inform your market in the last minute.
No, you don't.
Especially in Antigua where tourism and this kind of thing prevails. This is not an open market like big countries. That if he doesn't buy me, have big market somewhere, we can drive 1,000 kilometers to go and sell. Because market is more there, you understand me? This is Antigua, everybody is down the road there, St. John.
Some hotels in this country that don't want to buy from association.
They want to buy from individual.
Because
but still.
Because they can always run your price down.
I agree with you, but
if you have an association where the price is fixed,
it's fixed. Nobody can manipulate you all.
So what's the problem? Why don't we have association?
Because government make it very difficult.
No, I don't agree.
Yes.
Labby, let me tell you something, right?
Tell me where government make it difficult.
We have been the FFRC. We have contact lawyers and all these things. And the amount of red tape they're giving us.
What's the name of the FSRC?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about these people.
They don't love the city corporation, you know that.
Assets, you have to have a whole lot of crap. Listen to me. It's harder to open this farm association in Antigua than to open a business or anything else. It's deliberate.
Labby, the criteria that they're coming up with us, right?
And what I want to say, I really want to say, I can't say it on mic.
Ali,
but it's deliberate.
I met with one of your members.
Yes.
And the same thing was saying the frustration to register cooperative. And I said to him, don't go via cooperative now, go via association.
Yeah, but you see,
it's a liberal registration.
Yeah, but you see,
within that context, then you will have got enough asset to flow in into forming cooperative. And I can tell you again, the cooperative league will have given you all better advice because you are not a financial institution.
Yep. The thing is, Labi,
Cooperative credit union is what those laws affect more. Your own is not a credit cooperative, it's just a cooperative association.
yes, but
you don't need all those financial FSS control.
We were going the way of cooperative. It's a better protection.
I know, but your cooperative is not a financial cooperative system like credit union. It's two different language.
Well, what we were looking at, right?
It's two different language.
We're looking at, they have too much time, they have association.
I have met the cooperative league. That's what they tell me. It's two different things.
But you have associations, and then somebody walk off with association money, and there's a whole other thing. When you have a cooperative, it's different because
even
they will come in and monitor your books and everything to make sure everything is on the
association to the same thing.
And they up and up.
Go to intellectual property. They will tell you every year you have to submit your financial something.
You could just get up and say, you know what happened, Ali and Ken? I want to stop go all them stuff that they're going. And you are just going to plant onion. I don't want to plant anything else but onion. And then we're going to buy all the onion.
Exactly.
I don't want you planting anything else but onion.
And I don't have problem doing it.
No, the thing is, you will get better at producing onion because you'll be able to deal with all the challenges over time,
period of time,
rather than have to deal with. See me? Because I do a lot of marketing. I have cucumber, eggplant, I have tomato, I have some pepper on the other side there. I have some tomato seedlings to put out because I can't go on the open market with 2 crops. But if I'm going to grow the crops or one market, I can grow 1 crop.
Your market, you just divide and say this, while this going out, this coming in.
But you cannot go on the public market to sit down with 2 crops.
Remember the time with IP.
If there's a case,
I was supplying IP.
If there's a glut, nobody's going to come by.
600 pound a button every
MC keep on asking a question, which no farmer up to now answered. Even though CMC is facing some capital, injection, what they call it, into the business. CMC is asking, we can get capital injection, renovate what need to be renovated, fix back all chiller room, container room, buy more storage facilities. If I buy your produce, will you stop going to the market? Will you stop looking for supermarket? Will you let them come to me and buy so that when I sell I can pay you on time? Because if you take 50 pounds to them, they won't come to me. And when you come to say 2 weeks now, say, okay, look, your cucumber is still there, go and pick it up. No farmer could answer that. They still want to come 3 a.m. to the market. I sit down there till 3 p.m. And some of them, I'm not saying all, some of them cannot go home with even $500.
You know how many amount of fertilizer it takes per acre. And if CMT can't guarantee me I'm going to get paid every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every week. No, you're in a jam. And to restrict me and say, look, they're going to take all the food that I grow. And you can't guarantee me when you're going to pay me. So I can pay somebody working for me. So I can buy chemical, I can buy fertilizer. And this is the point why people don't want to deal with CMC. One day the lady asked me, how we not bring them back to sell? They used to sell out, Mr. She. How often am I going to get paid? Every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every month, every 2 months. She said, me can't. I said, well, go to management, and then when management can guarantee us that, then we can do, because we have to buy, and we can, and same thing, we have money for you now. And when you go over there, they don't want to do an arm adjustment. You have to pay for what you want, and they having money for you. And all these things have got to be worked out properly, Lobby. I'm willing to come out of the local market now.
I see Supper Ali said, and I think some consideration can still be given to some of the information. But I can tell you from my part, from little understanding so far with the number of years I've been around, our farmers still have a lot to put in to change the system.